Hello everybody, it's your girl DAZZLE.tarot and I'm back for another tarot reading. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload and when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, everything is down there in the description box, okay? And today everything I say here is all alleged and for entertainment purposes until modern science can come up with a mathematical equation that the metaphysical science is in fact a valid form of science, and all tools of divination such as tarot, oracle, and whatnot are all valid tools of science. Until then, this is just internet fodder, gossip, whatever. So I'm up early, I walked my dog, I cleaned out his little food bowl and put fresh water in his water bowl. So if you guys hear him in the background, that's because he's been eating and lapping up water. Okay, so whatever. So today we're going to be doing a reading for Twitch and his widowed wife, Allison. Okay, so Twitch committed suicide 2 years ago. Back in December 22nd or something like that, I believe. Or was it December 2022? Something like that. He passed away, unfortunately, and he left behind children and a wife and a lot of family, a lot of friends, and everyone left him, okay? So, his wife, Allison, is coming out with this, memoir book, right? That's causing a lot of controversy. It rubbed his family the wrong way. She's been estranged from his family. They haven't got to see the children, things like that. And she disclosed some things about Twitch that, me personally, I would have kept to myself. I understand, being open, to tell the story about his life to help someone else. I understand the concept of that, but me personally, if my husband, God forbid, ever passes away before I do, any secrets that he did not want y'all to know, y'all won't know. I mean, that's how I'm going to rock with it. But, anywho, so she's getting a lot of flack for that. So, I mean, hey, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do some love oracle cards and some romance angel cards because I want to know what was their relationship around the time of his passing. What was it like, right? Because some people feel like she ain't really see it for him or she ain't love him. She was just using him for money, all types of stuff. I don't know because I was never in their business, so I don't know. So, but I did do a pre-reading last night, so I kind of get a clue of what was going on, but I want to see if it comes back up in this. So, this is for Twitch Balls and his wife, Allison. You need the energy surrounding their marriage up in around the time of their death. I mean, his death. What was their marriage like around the time of his passing? 1, 2, 3. Because, I'm just going to be honest. I mean, they got kids and stuff. They had to have been intimate and all that other stuff. So, it wasn't all bad. So, let's see what we get. Okay. Karmic relationship. Fleeing triggers turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. So this is saying this was a karmic relationship. Addictions, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraints. Let's see what else is up here. Love call is in a reverse. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know this is not expressing love. So I got the feeling that their relationship was not all the best up until up around the time of his death. It was a lot of issues in their marriage, okay? So addiction, like codependent behaviors and things like that. But also, she did say that it was some type of drug paraphernalia in his closet. So that can be a part of that. But however, when it comes to, on the emotional level, I feel like there could have been that. So it could have become some type of thing that was going on with them. Let's see. And I don't think people were open to actually... I don't really think that they were listening to each other on the love language level. around the time of his death. I don't feel that. But then you have healing heart, right? So that shows up. So that could be for the right now. But I don't think that they were not understanding each other. All that fell down. Hold on. I don't think they were understanding each other around the time of his death. Okay, what was this? Hand of cards. Take a chance, risk, and being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. Okay, so people was playing games and being strategic, acts, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. I think they were separated. Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise, hesitation, or meeting hesitation. Cupid's arrow is in the reverse. They were not allowing love in. They were not. The butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child. So there was some inner child healing that needed to happen. I like you is in the reverse. And the Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth. Someone wanted a change. But that can also, for me, is like the death card too. So up until the time of his death, I don't know if they were on the verge of separation or they was not seeing eye to eye. It was some toxic stuff going on. But it led him to feeling the way he was feeling. So if I'm having a chemical imbalance, that's what I call mental issues. If I'm having a chemical imbalance and basically, I'm feeling the way about my spouse and I can't connect with her and I can't tell her what's going on with me, and I'm keeping it to myself, and I'm resting on my addictions, whatever my addictions are, and my spouse is more so. See, when you're married, you guys are supposed to be best friends. Him and Allison were not best friends. They were not tapped in. That's why it's that love call in reverse. And she couldn't see the wounds in him. They were not best friends. They were supposed to be best friends. What else do I get from this? 1, 2. Around the time of his death, up to his death, what was their relationship like? 1, 2, 3. They were not best friends. Not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. Oh, the problems. When I did a pre-reading last night, I feel like one of them had a dagger, like a betrayal. One of them felt like the other one was betraying them in some type of way. And I feel like, based on this, I feel like one of them in this marriage, or both, didn't feel confident within their marriage. Didn't feel like they were basically, like I said, enough man or enough woman for the other. And I don't know if there's a disconnect. I don't think love was in this marriage at the end of his life, which makes sense. 1, 2, 3. What else was going on? Stabbed in the back. Something happened that felt like a betrayal. Okay? So I wonder if the other felt like they were seeing someone else. Like, I wonder if the other felt like there was some type of infidelity going on, because I kind of picked that up. So the other may have felt that way. Okay, so what else do I get? Let's do Love Angels Oracle, because that did pop up last night when I did a pre-reading. This card definitely popped up. So let's see. What else can I get for their marriage up until around the time of Twitch's death? What can I get about them? This oracle first. Okay, come on. What can I get? What can you tell me about their marriage up until the time of Twitch's death? Him and Allison. 1, 2, 3. What is my dog doing? Lex! She got that lady skateboard. My baby skateboard. Get my... Get my baby skateboard out your mouth. She gonna beat you. She gonna beat you up. Sorry, y'all. Dude, okay, so up around the time of Twitch's death, you have to express your love in the reverse. Somebody, I'm trying to tell you, there was a need for some type of emotional connection that was not being met. The emotional needs were not being met, okay? Like I said, bad idea, bad thing to happen within the marriage. If you are disconnected from your spouse, you don't know what they're feeling. You don't know where they're at emotionally, mentally. And it's almost like you're leaving. It is a betrayal because you're leaving them in the emotional state, or you don't even recognize the emotional state that they're in. Okay? You don't even recognize the signs. And if he committed suicide, then of course, he felt like he couldn't connect with his spouse. There's a honeymoon phase that okay, so you know what? In the beginning, right? And you got the moon right here. This is deceptive too. You know, in the beginning of a relationship or a marriage, it is a honeymoon phase. You know, you don't really see the real character of that person. You see the representative at first. And the moon is not only a deceptive or intuitive energy, it's also a time frame. So for a time, she was emotionally supportive. But that shit times up after that honeymoon. Okay, what else can I get from that? She was not emotionally supportive. That's what I'm feeling from that. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if she lacked the character for being emotionally supportive. I don't even think after a while she was attracted to Twitch. After a while, the attraction faded. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations. So she wanted him to meet an expectation. Or maybe he felt like she had expectations about him. Like he's supposed to be the stable man, you know. A lot of times, I don't mean no harm, but a lot of times, you know, white women will date a black man that they feel like is of value and things like that. So there was probably a need for to keep up the financial success and appearances. This one just slid out my hand. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okay, excuse me, but that's a strategic choice. She clearly started dating him because of his potential for stability and security and things like that, right? But did she really tap into her soul mate? No. That's why I bet you she can do that interview and not feel nothing. Like she feels something, but it's not as hard as it could be. I mean, you see, it's not as passionate. I feel like, because I just say this, sometimes people get married for the wrong reasons. You know, I think Twitch got married for the right reasons, but I don't think Allison did. And that's not fair for me to say sometimes, but see, look, they needed to get to know each other more, because Twitch was someone who you needed to check in on, okay? And of course, you would say that because he committed suicide, but before it gets there, you know, like for instance, with me and my husband, we do mental check-ins. We do wellness check-ins with each other. You know, sometimes we can lay in the bed and we can be playing and you know, whatever. And we'll be like, well, how you feeling today? Where you at right now, mentally? How you feel? Bucky, you still love me? You know, shit like that. You know, whatever. I don't get that with this. I feel like this relationship, this marriage lack the emotional openness, the fact that if you're married, you have to be open with your partner as far as, because I love you and I wish you well and I want the best for you and I want you to be your best. It's not just the image. It's not just what you can do for me. It's not just that I want the best for you. But I don't get that after a while. By the end of his life, his wife was not his support system, his emotional support system. Which makes sense. So if I have to go to if I have to go to drugs and things like that, I have to do outlets or whatever. I mean, I'm not sure if he was actually on drugs, but what I'm saying is, it makes sense. So what else do I get from this? What else does Spirit want to say about their relationship by the end? Well, I keep saying their relationship, their marriage by the end of Twitch's life. I hope this is making sense, guys, because, poor thing. This is the codependency. Somebody was codependent on the other in wedding. Is in the reverse. Their marriage was not. This marriage was based on codependency, but by the end of their marriage, it was not a healthy marriage. It was very toxic. And mind you, toxic can be in many ways. It can come in many forms. You guys think that toxicity is putting your hands on each other and fighting. Toxic can be, I'm not emotionally available for you. And that would kill a marriage. Somebody is not emotionally available. Somebody is not looking outside themselves. And I think his wife, I'm picking up self-centeredness around his wife. So that's what I got so far for Oracle. Let me just ask some quick questions. Let me ask some questions. Questions. I got questions. So let's see something. Ooh. They would have divorced. If he would have pulled through and he would have got the help, he would have divorced this wife, y'all. I feel like they could have went through a divorce. So my first question is, how did Twitch die? Okay, so we know that he was in a mental anguish, I would like to say. And, he was in a dark place and he took his own life. That's what they're saying, by way of a gunshot wound to the head. But I think I can ask this. Let me just ask this for confirmation if that's really what happened. How did Twitch die? How did Stefan's Twitch balls die? That stuff wanted to come out. How did Stefan's Twitch balls die? 1, 2, 3. The 5 of Wands. The Temperance in the reverse. The 10 of Wands. Okay. So you have the 5 of Wands, which is conflict, but I'm asking, how did he die? And if you was ever an EMT, it's always a mechanism of illness and a mechanism of injury. The 5 of Wands is a violence, right? This is people at odds. So I can say by the end of his life, he had inner conflicts or conflicts with others in some type of way. He felt that way, or with another person, but if I'm asking mechanism of injury, it's a mechanism of injury. It was an injury to himself, right? But the 5 of Wands is usually, it can be conflict with others too, right? You got the Temperance card in the reverse. Someone needed to heal, but it's in the reverse. So this is an imbalance, an emotional imbalance. This is doing something that is self-serving, and it doesn't matter what no one else thinks, and you're not caring about how it's going to make other people feel, because it's hedonistic, something at the moment. So it was conflict he felt conflicted. He felt uneasy or some type of unrest. There was a chemical imbalance going on, and he wanted to do something with this Ten of Wands right here as well to release the burden. So it was very in the moment. So did he take his own life? Yes. Very much so in the moment. He didn't care what no one else would feel or how he would feel. I mean, not how he would feel, how his family or his wife would feel. His wife ain't emotionally there for him anyway. You know, so the conflicts that he was going through, it can be inner turmoil or outer turmoil or whatever was going on in his life, he wanted it to end. He was tired. And with this King of Swords, as he made it, the King of Swords is upright. These are people who make executive decisions too. It was a clear, he made his mind up. It wasn't nothing to it but to do it. Okay? Very clear, you know. But a lot of times, like, I'm gonna give y'all an example. My grandmother's mother, she killed herself. She committed suicide, right? When my grandma was very, very young. And, you know, left everybody. And that, you know, that situation followed my grandma all the way up till now. Because she was like, well, damn, you couldn't, how hard could it be that you couldn't raise a little girl? You know, it wasn't that bad. And then she kind of felt like, well, was I that much of an issue? And, you know, when I see that Temperance card in the reverse, I'm like, no, it ain't about you. This is not about, you know, it's not like, I felt that way about grandma. You know, I had told her that too before. I'm like, that wasn't about you. This is a selfish thing. But, I mean, hey, I don't mean to call it selfish, but it's all about how they feel. It's not about how anybody else feels. And, you know, sometimes the word selfish can be used in a derogatory way, but if I am in so much pain, inner pain, I have a right to relieve myself of that pain. You know, even though it's going to cause a huge storm and people are going to be like, what happened to my loved one? You know what I'm saying? You know, you're ripping yourself away from these people, right? You know, whatever. Y'all see what I'm saying. So, he did commit suicide. Yes, I will say that. The drug use part. Now, his wife wants everyone to know that she found drugs in his closet. So, but someone said that she was the drug user. So, what about these drugs? Did she really find drugs in his closet after he died? 1, 2, 3. Yes. With the 4 cups in the reverse, this is like what an offer that comes in. I feel like an emotional offer that comes in. Why did he? You know what? After you commit suicide or you do something like that, people want to know why. Not only, she said she was looking for something for him to wear at the funeral, right? But to be honest, and I found that weird too, because most people buy a whole new, you know, they buy a whole new suit. You see what I'm saying? Things like that. But she's looking through the closet and she finds this box. But maybe that was him trying to let her know, look, I was hurting. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give you this and show you that I'm hurting. To show you that, look, there were signs. There were signs. You want to die on your heel. You feel like you're right all the time. You have this certain narrative that you feel about me, and the whole time, look, I'm the King of Cups in the reverse. I'm not emotionally stable. I'm showing you this was a sign that he showed to her to let her know, look, this been going on. So she was emotionally unavailable for him this whole time. Around up to the time of his death. So when he passed, that was him coming to her by way of allowing her to find this box when she did, to let the confirmation of, look, you had, if you would have been paying attention, you would have been found this box. If you would have been paying attention, you would have realized, like, look, I have been hurting the whole time. You know, and I've been numbing things, right? So yeah, she found it. But was she doing? Do she do drugs too? I heard somebody say, if you gonna tell it all. If you want to do a memoir about him, do you do drugs? 1, 2, 3. I think she do drugs too. Oh, the high priestess. She be keeping secrets. She do drugs. So whatever he did, she did. So, but tell it all. But let's see. What's the next one? How does his family really feel about her? Ooh. Oh, wow. Judgment in the reverse and the Tower. They don't like her. And they feel like now, I'm telling you, it's her inability to connect with her own husband. That's for one. But also, I think she's under judgment by her family. Okay? By his family. I also feel like, and I'm going to just leave it as she was not attentive enough. And they feel like she helped him stay in that mind frame to cause this tower moment for them. And it's been tower moments after that. It's a build up. So they've had enough of that girl. They don't like that girl. Okay? Well, how does she feel about them? Because she keeps saying that they're great. They don't like that lady. Allison, they don't like you. But Allison, how do you feel about Twitch's family? 1, 2, 3. 3 of Wands in the reverse. They don't have. Ooh. She acts like she's unaware. But I will say this though. I feel like she did create distance between her and them, and I do feel like they don't see her vision, and they never had a plan like I had. Ooh, they don't see her vision because it's not all about her. So her vision is going to be about her. So I don't know, y'all. But let's see. I asked all those questions, but really, I mean, what else is there? What is Twitch's, that's my last question. What is Twitch's wife's true intention for writing this memoir? 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is so centered. She's been getting drugged. Okay, people has been giving her a lot of negative attention. So it's a way to clear that up and to turn that around for her. I also feel like with the Hermit card, this is going within seeking higher wisdom. So maybe I feel like, and the 7 of Pentacles is in the reverse. So I kind of feel like maybe it's a healing thing for her, but also it's to show people however they feel. There's no evidence of that. There's no real thing with that. Because the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, this is talking about taking stock of something, right? Taking stock of an issue. So if everybody's been saying that she some way has been involved in his death and this, that, and the third, then I think by doing the memoir is to show that, look, there's no evidence of that. You know what I'm saying? And this is her trying to seek higher wisdom, or, you know, kind of, maybe it's a journey. But obviously people are looking at her messed up, and that's why she's making it. But the back of this is a coin. That and a coin. Money. Money, money, money. That's all I got from that. But, I mean, Twitch, all I got from this, and I'm just going to be real here, Twitch married a woman who ended up being a karmic to teach him a lesson and for him to teach her a lesson. He did not marry a woman who was emotionally available, emotionally mature enough to understand him. And I feel like it was a lot of keeping up with the Joneses, you know. This was not a match for healing. Okay? And I don't really think there was a honeymoon phase, but by the end of his life, there was disconnection. They were not emotionally connected. She was not spiritually tapped into her husband. She was not emotionally tapped into her husband. She did not see the signs of what her husband was going through, and nor did she want to see it because she was worried about self. She's selfish. And and his family sees the selfishness within her. So this was a karmic lesson. They could have had a past life together, but Twitch got himself up out of here because he could not keep dealing with the turmoil that he was feeling, and he wanted a quick fix. And sometimes it's a quick fix. So you plan it and you do it. You know, he got tired. And I would never call people who commit suicide cowards in a way, because I don't feel like, because that's scary to do too. You know, I just kind of feel like it was one of those things that I like to say, do not make a permanent solution to a temporary problem. I feel like if Twitch would have got the help emotionally that he needed, and he would have got into a good place and got back into alignment, he would have divorced his wife. She was not the one for him at that moment. She could not give him what he needed. And in his passing, she found out that too. She found out that she's not as giving emotionally as she thought she was. She found out how selfish she is. And that's not me being rude or whatever, you know. It was a lesson for her. If you say you want to walk this life with somebody, then you need to act like it and be emotionally invested. Ask about your partner. Just don't let your partner out. Just don't leave your partner out on a limb. Okay? But what was you there for? Now I just want to ask this. Like, did she marry for love? And people like, oh, it's stupid to marry. No, you have to, love has to be a part of it in this marriage. You have to care and love me and respect me enough to walk with me. Did she love her husband? 1, 2. Did Allison love Twitch? And that's the last thing. 1, 2, 3. They needed to work on the foundation of their marriage. So, and what attracted them to each other. The foundation was fucked up. So it could look like love, but it was not love. It looked like love. It seemed like love. But then I have to ask, how do they describe love? What's their trauma language? I don't think this was love, true love. Okay, but that's what I got for you guys. I love y'all for real. Tell me how you guys like that reading. And I'm gone. Let me get, and book you guys a reading. Book yourself a reading. And like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright, peace. Now I gotta figure out what the hell my dog's been doing the whole time. Y'all hear him tearing up shit? He is tearing up shit. Peace.